Hello and welcome back to Slice and Dice. I am here. I just woke up. I'm doing Slice and Dice first today. Feeling the mood to roll dice. So let's get to it. 42. Haven't played any on stream. Probably not going to play any on stream for a little bit. I'm playing Tactical Breach Wizards. Really, really good game, by the way. Definitely check it out. It's like a it's like if Into the Breach instead of being a roguelike was a puzzle game. It's you know what it's most like it's almost like you ever play that Mobile Suit Baba? It was a Baba is You not really clone, but like it was a Baba is You Into the Breach inspiration. It's like by the guy who made Baba is You, and he took the Baba characters and rules and put them into an Into the Breach setting. It's a lot like that. It's like a puzzle game Into the Breach. If you didn't play it, you should pick it up. It's also very good. Anyway, let's get to it. I'll try out Magical. We'll see if we have a curse we can click on. No. Mortal 7 Underworld deal. No thanks. I'm okay. Although this is a very interesting curse. I think that the problem is that Magical makes big mana, and this is not good. Now, how about Stone first? I know very specifically I did not play Stone first last time. Oh yeah, it's because you don't have a gray. Oh, let's roll. See what we get instead. I don't love these. Top bot Mortal 5 is an absolutely not. Monster Shields 1 is very bad, so we have to play Sickly. I think Sickly is pretty tough because it effectively lowers your max HP by 3, which is very bad, but I set myself up for a great disaster here today by starting with Magical. I knew it would happen eventually. Start with Magical. I don't want to play this curse that would otherwise be okay into 4 curses that are not great. But we can do our best with Sickly here. It's really bad for Lost, though. Poor Lost with Sickly. Oh boy. We will do our best, though. We'll see what we can get up to here. It's... I think that step 1 here is going to be the mindset. I can't let it get me down, right? I can't be afraid. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, the heal shield needs to go to Lost for sure. We can't be scared, right? The position is okay. Well, it's as good as it can be. Well, so the trick of this curse is to try your best to stay above 3 HP. So we'll be using burst defensively and things like that. And we have to be especially careful of characters with cantrips not killing themselves. It's a challenge, but one that we can definitely overcome. I think. It's close. It's really close to lethal. It's very, very close. We could do like 2 burst, shield 1, 1 slay might be best. I'm just a little worried about Meddler making a bones here. So what I should do is I should reroll Squire. And probably Mystic as well. 1 heal, 1 HP actually makes a big difference too. Actually, I'll reroll Mystic. 4 sides, that'll give me what I need. Because we want to get Meddler away from 1 HP off of dead. That is the idea. We're not at 20, I don't think. 6, 7, 8, 9. No, definitely not. So I can do 1 character up. I think I will actually just end turn though. I recognize we're in pain now, but I think, yeah, this is what I was afraid of. But I think it's okay because with this... Oh, it's not okay. This is the problem with Monster Pain. This is fight 1, by the way. The hits keep on a-coming. Okay. Well, I need this too, for sure. This could actually be death. That's where we are right now. I need to think about what I want to do with Meddler. I think I want to roll Meddler, but if Meddler hits another Bones, I think maybe it's just the end for me. So let me roll these 2. And see where I am. I'm at... Hold, I think it's okay. Slay heavy. Am I at 10? 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have exactly enough for him to leave. Okay, and we survived the first fight. Good job, everybody. Hopefully we can replace Lost. The best thing to see here would be Dabbler. Ooh. Ooh. Ninja's real bad. I can play Sinew. I think he's okay. He's not my favorite pickup here, but he does stabilize into bones pretty nicely. Yeah, and here come the bones. It's okay, Meddler. You can roll a few bones here. It's not a big deal. It's almost helpful. This one isn't terrible, but I need to... Oh, you know, third... What is it? I'm gonna call this 3-pit pain a lot because it's just broken in my brain. This is Sickly 3. Sickly 3 is kind of neat for Sinew. 5, 9, 15, 19. This is lethal. Okay. What? 5, 9. Why the fuck did I say 15? 5, 9, 12, 16. It's 19? Oh my god. Well, Meddler didn't make a bones. Maybe I want Meddler to make a bone so I can kill the Thorny's ear? I don't know. That'll work. I don't want to talk about it too much. It's okay. I don't know why I just jumped to 15 there. That's not how it works. Courage potion, cloak. I think I'll take a random. It's okay. I don't really like either of these all that much. I think cloak is good if you have not juggler, clumsy. Necromancer stone. 3 mana pain on the left side? Sure. I mean, it kills Lost. This can be for later. Although in fights where the 1 damage cleave isn't all that good. 1 damage cleave is bad as soon as I'm done with Meddler. Because 1 damage cleave is, if there's 2 bones, it's set 1 bones to slay, which is, and also give value on the other enemies, which is solid. But, you know. I don't think that this curse is unwinnable. I need to reiterate that, not for you, but for me. I need to remind myself that this curse is fine. The only thing that scares me about it right now is Meddler, because once the fights go on, once you're in the pain zone, especially with your red, it's very hard to break out of the pain train. So I want to be sure that I'm aware of the fact that, like, if Meddler extends these fights, it can be very challenging. Juggler is extremely scary with Sickly. Because you can just Sickly yourself on accident with the 1 self-damage cantrip very easily. 7 HP is not a lot. You have to super heavily babysit Juggler, basically. But that being said, I really, really don't like Jester. But Jester might be the pickup here because Jester replaces Meddler and takes me away from the fear. I'm gonna pick Jester. It's maybe the first time I've said that ever. Might actually be the first time I've said that since I reset my save file. It is. This is the first time I've ever clicked on Jester. But I think Juggler with Sickly is a little too scary. This is a 2, which is good. I need to get my guy above 3 HP, probably without redirecting the poison over to Squire, though, which was not great. Good job, Jester. And I'll take the redirect. Did Lost just go XXX? Did you see that? No, there was a 1 damage cruel in there. I should not complain. That one was on me for re-rolling. Squire will always be in range, so I should probably just skip it. This is better. Yeah, this is better. I do not want Squire taking the poison, because then the pain is unbearable. Poison is good. I got a re-roll here. I want 4 damage, and then we're out of this fight. That should do. I was waiting for the end. That'll do. Okay. I think that it was not my favorite pick, but Jester was correct in hindsight. I will take Remedy over Clumsy Hammer. Clumsy Hammer, not very good. And now that Meddler is gone, I can replace Sinew. Sinew's cleave was good in the last fight because everyone had single use, so it always was going to chain. If Jester just always hits 3 mana, by the way, he's going to be a bit of a pop-off. This guy's going to be real crazy with it. I lost. What is happening? Is this my fault? I think it's my fault. I think I am not paying attention or something. Something is wrong here. What's going on, Lost? This feels unreasonable. Oh, that's another X. I can tell you at least 3 X's in a row. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, XX dodge. Sure, sure. I think that was just 6 misses from Lost. Fine, I had lethal, but still. Curious. Warden's good. 10 HP. Strong shield to keep us out of the death range. I don't mind. Like, I don't want this 1 damage cruel. It's not very good, you see. And I'm rolling. I guess it's because I'm re-rolling those is why I'm having trouble. There you go. I was getting a little worried here. I could just flick this guy, and then I could also consider bursting. I should actually burst Mystic and flick this Ogre. That's probably the play. You don't have to be super scared. If we kill an enemy on turn 1, it's probably going to be okay. Now, Jester is locked in, but I suppose it's the price that we have to pay for this Lost to not hit. Although, realistically, Lost only has one side that I can play, so it's not really Lost's fault, is it? Sprout is actually really good here. It's a way to break out of the pain in fights. So step 1 is you have to identify when a fight is going to be hard, and then step 2 is you have to start sprouting early. Lead Boots I hate. I think this item is really, really bad. I have completely changed my mind. The only time it's okay is if you are playing it with... Give it a sec. Inner Strength or Blindfold, but it's like a blind pick for those, which I don't love. The Soodles went 3-1-1. You will regret underestimating me. I shall destroy you in the marketplace of ideas. So like this fight is not one where we want to scale up Sprout. I don't think there's any reason to, basically at all. Because we're always going to be fine. I'm going to remedy my Mystic if I so desire. The pain doesn't really bother me on Mystic though. Like we kill one Soodle right off the jump. There's not really much of a concern here that I'm going to be dying, so I don't feel like I need to be scaling my Sprout. Although, you know, maybe there's a little concern. That's okay, Jester. It's all good, buddy. You could do a heal on Lost so we can poison the Soodle. And I'll just maintain my flick value. I can burst this guy next turn. The trick here is that I'm not going to want to burst him because burst is now going to be wasting damage because obviously he's poisoning, or he's poisoned, right? So why would I want to burst him when he's already set to die? That's the trouble. And the solution is get over it, moron. It's not that big of a deal. It's not even that much of a waste. I'm gonna lock this dodge because I have a feeling that we're not going to see what I want to see here. So we'll just dodge the sneak. And still, even still, this fight has gone on for quite a while, and I believe that... you know what? I don't have to kill the Soodle. I should flick the sneak, though. But yeah, the fight's gone on for quite a while, but it's never even looked like it was close because the characters who have been under pain range or threat of pain have already been under threat of pain most of the run. Spellblade, Herbalist. Herbalist gives you a way to break out of 3-pip pain. Sorry, I knew I was going to say, I warned you. Something's wrong. Every time I see pain, this curse, I call it 3-pip pain. 3-pip pain is something else. This is like 3 HP pain. Sickly. I'll try 3 HP pain, but that's confusing anyway. Anyway, Herbalist lets us break out of it exactly. Spellblade is a nice little booster for... nothing. I'm gonna go Herbalist. Herbalist has fallen out of favor recently, in my mind. I think Herbalist fell down pretty hard in my estimation. But there are runs where you want to be able to heal exactly one, like this one. This is the team that I think I would have put together in like the early days of Slice and Dice. I think. Sorry, I had to pause for a second there whilst my Train of thought. Whatever I was saying. I was probably going to say something to the effect of, I think that in this position we could probably go for the sarcophagus kill. Nobody's going below 3. Noel's wasting his attack on an exert, and I have lost to just, or not lost, Herbalist to just peel off the special HP, and lost to poison him as it turns out. Honestly, looks like a pretty good one. I'm down to try for it anyway. I should maybe... I can always just bind him to perfect HP on Sinew. I can give him 3 vines if he needs it. I only have to watch if they have cantrips so that they don't cantrip themselves. But Sinew is looking fine. And I think we... Look at this Jester, you know? Don't let him trick you with his wiles. My man, he may be having a performance of a lifetime, but it's a trap. You're gonna think he's good after this, and he's gonna go back to just rolling like absolute shit. And really, his rolls aren't even a problem, it's just the 6 HP. Shining Bow, sure. It's not bad. These are good items. I will not take this. Hat Warden. Power Stone, these are terrible. I mean, Hat Warden isn't the worst, but you can just give me a random. Hat Cleric? Oh man. Well, probably not. I guess you give the ranged over to Sinew, and yeah, unfortunate. Not much to be said. Just a shame. We could do 1+4 to the courts. I'm probably gonna have to range to kill one of these snipers. 5-5 on one unit is fucking diabolical. And then this... If you... Actually, Lost will die for that. I could flick instead. I could definitely keep 1 mana and flick. I have a feeling he'll roll 1 mana at least. Uh-oh, maybe not. What do you know? I rolled no mana. Well, this is what you get for trying to min-max. You play a little greedy, you lose a little character. Nothing to be done. It's my own fault. I had a line there that I think was perfectly fine and would have saved my lost no problem and had everyone live this, but unfortunately it was not to be. Just want to take a look, but yeah, it is what it is. You can't really do anything about it. I knew this would kill her. I just thought that I would go with a reroll side too, and 3 of my sides being mana. I thought that I had a pretty good chance of either Herbalist or Jester generating me 1 mana there on the reroll. So I thought it was fair to take the shot at it, and it was not. It was not okay. Jester will sometimes die here, so I will shield him, and I think I will burst. I think I'll end turn. Because he's getting inflicted with single use, so he can't kill himself on the pain rerolls. But just know that whenever the option arises, your units will kill themselves when they have cantrip and pain. It's a part of play in the game. But that's okay. I am sad that I lost my lost there, and hopefully it doesn't hurt me too much. We can play Dabbler for sure. I said Dabbler was the ideal. High HP, healing and defensive options, just what we need. We should be able to get out of this one with no deaths and recover, but like I said, I think in the last one, if you want to try to improve at Slice and Dice, what you need to do is try to walk away from every fight with 0 deaths. A little bit harder with this curse in particular, I would argue, but still a worthwhile goal. 4 HP, 4 HP, 4 HP looks good. We survive all of the hits. I don't love killing the Slimer here, though. I think maybe instead we double block on Sinew and kill the Soogle. Yeah, I think this is better. For, you lose a little bit of HP on Warden, but I think this is a good trade-off. Maybe you flick the Fanatic? No, you don't have the mana to flick the Fanatic there. Just a thought, though. Let it cross your mind for a moment before it goes. It's okay. I didn't want Dabbler to roll a shield here because we are now playing to kill and not just survive. Take both of you out of fanatic range. I think I'd rather do this so that I can flick Slimer next turn. All in all, I think Jester was the correct choice here. This is the sort of situation I rail very hard against people that just like circle jerk hate characters, which if you don't understand what I mean by that, it's like if you're feeling a perfect example of this is Meddler. If you look at a character like Meddler and you go, this character is always bad, I hate this character because of this one thing it did to me, you're just going to make yourself worse at the game overall, because there are going to be times where even the character you hate the most is the correct choice. Mine is probably Wraith, which I overhate, but like in that position, Jester Juggler is a very easy pick for Juggler in, I would say, 19 out of 20 times, but being able to recognize when a character, especially in this game where everything has its use, being able to recognize when a character that is usually not very good has their moment to shine is a very important skill. So make sure that if you have a character, if you're someone out there watching this video and you have a character where you're like, that character, this character, never pick them. You know who I think is unplayable? Juggler, because Juggler rolled Caltrop X Caltrop on me one time. You just have to recognize that it's not like that. You just have to get used to it, I guess, is the best thing to say. You're just hurting yourself. I had this problem in Monster Train, which is why, and like the Monster Train tier list, I recognized in hindsight hurt me a lot more than they helped me understand the game. They put me into a worse understanding overall because I was not able to grasp this concept. So I'm trying to save you from what plagued me for so long. I should probably burst Jester so he doesn't take the problem. He doesn't go into 3. He's at 4 with the regen 1. Yeah, the truth of Slice and Dice is that every character at one point will have a run where they are good for you. That roll was very bad. I should not have rolled that. I'm being a little lazy with that roll. But every character will have their time, and you have to recognize when it is. Even Jester, even Fiend, even Ace. I think even Ace will have his time. Keeper Kronos. I do not think Kronos is a great pickup here. Well, not that. I think Keeper is an extremely, extremely good pickup here. I don't hate Kronos, but he's not exactly what I want for my first pick. And Sinew with Claire Cat looks pretty juiced here, if you ask me. You can put the bow on Dabbler to kill the thorns. Potentially, anyway. I wouldn't mind rolling for the damage on Dabbler. Yeah, killing a thorn is quite good. Poison on Wendigoon. Probably like this. I should flick him though. I should flick him now. How about that? And we should be clear. Wendigo, if you have side replacers to give you mana, he's kind of a joke. And if you have as long as your tier 3 isn't possessed, he's also never really gonna make a good run at you. Cleanse him. Maybe the first time ever I've seen an enemy get cleansed. Actually, definitely the first time I've ever seen an enemy get cleansed. You know what I think would be a good change to this fight? Very minor, but good change would be... Also, I didn't have to cleanse him. Or shield him, I mean. But I think that they should make it so that thorns can't be targeted by shields. Maybe not worth the hassle, though. This blindfold is good. Jump gives me the super winning keeper sides, which is interesting as well. I'm kind of willing to play jump. I mostly just think it's kind of fun. And we can do jump. So now we have repel, steal, shield 5. And then we can give you Necromancer's Tome to cover up the bad spot, the bald spot, if you will. You lose the Shimmering Halo, but that's fine. Where'd my Shining Bow go? Probably set up like this is good. Hydra's a fucking goofball. I don't understand why there's a chest here, to be honest with you. Not entirely sure how that got here, but I'm not opposed. I want this 1 mana. Because we can go 1, 4... Yeah, great fight. Herbalist versus Hydra. Thank you. Copper ring. Sure. It's not bad. Venom is fine. This is not a place for Ghast. That unit is probably the closest to the worst in the game. I think he's really bad. I think, like, and I know I used to be a defender of Ghast, but as my opinion on the game has shifted, my opinion of Ghast has shifted, and it's not been for the better. I'll just tell you that right now. Dude, this shining bow that I got off a sarcophagus has made my life so much easier. Being able to just pick off snipers like this is so nice. I am not going to reroll my keeper. Rolling down for the one big hit is just going to be disappointing. If you don't hit it on the first two rolls, just let it be. It's okay. It doesn't have to be. Look like this. It's fine. I can Vine out of Pain this turn if I need. Sometimes Keeper just lands her cantrip or her fucking steel side and wins the game. But part of playing this jump build is knowing that it's going to take a long time to connect. We'll go here. Acceptable. Triple Thorn? That can't be right. Ichor Chalice, Duck. Duck is pretty bad, I think. I just really don't like it very much. At tier 7. Ichor Chalice is okay since our red isn't locked in, and we have Sprout, so it could give us a different win condition in certain fights. But is it any good? I don't think so. I'd rather random. I like 2 reads a little more for sure. This goes on Venom. I think 3 damage poison is the best thing to play here. And now all we need is Sorcerer and Sickle, and we can just play the same thing we played yesterday. This goes on Jester to kill the Thorn. Definitely. No need to be all, you know, fancy about it. I don't want to play 1 damage poison though. Let me regen you out of pain. Oh yeah, and you're ranged, of course. Perfect. Actually, like a really good turn. I thought this was going to be tough. This looks perfectly fine. I want to put 1 mana to flick the carrier, though. This worked out really nicely, because Keeper ends at 4, Jester ends at 3, I guess, which is unfortunate. But that's as best as we can do, I think. We could regen him instead, I guess, but also the carrier just fucking blew everyone up, so we're done here. He just fucking killed himself and both Thorns. Good one, buddy. Troll King's tough, Witch is okay. Bash is also okay. With ranged, Bash maybe pulls ahead a little bit. He's super mid, though. And Witch brings Salve, but I already have Sprout. I don't think you want to random with your blue unpicked, though. Because I can random into something real ugly. His name is Ace. I'll pick Bash. This is a situation where it's close, but I already have 2 pretty good win conditions with Venom and Keeper, so we can just pick Bash because he's solid okay. He's good at the Troll King fight. Oh my. Don't do that again. Okay, well. It doesn't look great. I am gonna roll. I think 3 mana pain's actually not good. Oh my god. Oh my god. At least we got 5 damage. Ugh. Okay. I guess it is what it is here. That is not a good start, though. That is a definite low roll. But there's still plenty of time for this to be okay. Keeper rolls a 5. Let me actually take the time here to think this over. I actually thought that you would heal from the save and save yourself. That's interesting. It's a double save there. I don't get a ton out of this, is the problem I feel. 5. Whenever you're having Troll King problems, you know the plan. You know what you gotta do to this guy. I think I'm okay with these rolls, and I just reroll Jester's X for 3 mana. A dodge is also okay, I think. Because we bonk Troll King on the head, we go... I kind of want to try to sprout my way through this, but I think it's impossible. And you know what? I think this dodge is actually not good. I think I need Jester dying so my Venom can live. So he can just roll for mana. Even 1 mana is really good here. Okay, bear with me. We go Sprout, 2 mana. I don't think we Sprout here. I think Sprout's way too slow. This fight will be over before Sprout gives me any value. Venom saves herself. Shield on Herbalist. 2... You're on 7. Oh, I can go 4 Vines on Slate. I was gonna go Vine all of my guys, but 4 Vines on Slate is a lot better. Okay, and now Troll King's at 9. I have okay futures, I would say. Everyone's in pain. He's definitely the hardest fight we'll see. But my Bash got to clutch up, which is good news. Can anyone get me out of this without a death? I think Jester can make me... I think Jester can make me 1 mana and we can cascade that through. Alternatively, Venom can roll me the 3 heal. That works. 1 mana, Jester. Okay, so 3 heal gets you out of pain, which lets me go... Oh, it's very close to being good enough. Isn't it? But it's not quite. No, it is good enough because you can shield yourself, and then we can go Vine to get Bash out of. There you go. Exactly enough. Sorry, I got sidetracked for a second there. Sushi's okay, but not great. Iron Blood Pendant Keeper is definitely the way. +3 to incoming healing and shields. Now we just have a win condition right here. The problem is that it turns Keeper into a bit of a 1-trick. Well, a 2-trick. I think 2 sides that win you the game, though, is good enough for me. I also need a little mana, I guess, to really supplement it. But 1 burst puts you to 10, which is, I would say, probably good enough. Especially if we get a reuse, then you can just start one-shotting bosses with this. Am I happy with killing the troll? That's for sure. This is for sure. What about just killing a wisp? I can kill 2 wisps, actually. I'm down with that. This is here. Here. Like Burst Vine is a wisp dead. This looks good. 7 damage exert is really popping off here. I think Bash is doing a little better than expected, honestly. Keeper really only has one thing to do. First burst puts you to 1. I'm gonna let my Venom reroll here. Okay, thanks Venom. Good job. May as well flick, it doesn't hurt. We're definitely out of this fight. Once you're stable and the enemies aren't doing anything, it's all good. What boss am I the most afraid of here, you think? Is it the hand? It might be the hand. Wizard. He's like he's also a, if I get it, well, the interesting thing about Wizard is you can give him the perma boost on both of these sides instead. give him 2 perma boost, but he's kind of ugly. I don't like that very much. I think I'll play Shaman. It's okay. High health, the ability to cleanse 3 targets, and heal 3 targets out of 3 pip pain. 3 sickly, 3 pip pain. Ah! The ability to heal out of it is pretty good. Anyway. I think. And if we ever hit this combo of bash targeted and keeper and bash both roll steal, we're just gonna crunch. Spike Stone is very bad. You should never click it, I think. Time Stone is also not very good. This is a random... Okay. Charged Hammer is also not very good, but... I guess it's better than this. Like, 7 damage Exert versus 10 damage Charged Heavy. It's a close call. You can potentially run this and then turn these into Charged Heavies that are worse. That's a good idea. Yeah, let's think about that one a little bit. We can... there's other jump ideas. You can jump the Plague, but I think it's just kind of like... I guess it's okay. We'll see when we get to the final boss. I'll reorganize the items. I'm not all that worried about dying en route. We have a kill on these 3 enemies, which looks pretty good, I would say. And I think the Fanatic will leave. Good. Who is it? It's Inevitable, and we're offered Sorcerer Warlock. Warlock, definitely. This is a weird one, though, because this isn't Warlock to play Blaze. This is Warlock to assist Shaman in making enough mana to break out of these cleave exerts. Also, Sorcerer is just kind of stinky here. It's not really a question. I can smell him from here. I think that singular big hits are fine. We're just going to blow through Inevitable nice and quick, ideally. This looks really good. A mana, or not a mana, a shield play from Shaman, or a mana play, I guess, either one. Mana from Warlock is good. Vitality is whatever. We go burst, and that's 15 damage. So I get to stun Inevitable, and I can take out most of the pain. Can't target that. Oh, he's 10. I do get to stun Inevitable. I just had to play this. I was right, but I didn't realize it right away. Okay, and I will just put 3 into this Wisp. You could, if you wanted to... So the situation is simple. If you wanted to, you could kill this Wisp for the cancellation of pain. I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather save the 3 mana to counteract a inflicted exert on this turn, potentially. It pans out rather nicely. This is very over. The only way that I really lose in this run is if my Keeper super low rolls and never hits this shit. But it's looking good to me. I'm gonna put a burst here, right? Yeah. And that'll do. A little scary. I think this curse is not my favorite, but we managed it with 1 death. I could have gone 0 deaths if I had played for Lost on that 1 turn. I rolled down, and that was like a super low roll for sure, because I have 2 rerolls. My Jester's showing 1 mana, my Herbalist is showing 1 regen. I roll 2 times and I hit no mana from either of them. There's 3 mana sides between them, or 5 mana sides between them, and one of Jester's sides is a reroll. The fact that I didn't hit mana there seems very unlikely, but it can happen, and that's why you just take the guarantee. It also didn't matter, so it's not a big deal. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.